Outdoors. What is going on, everybody? I'm Alex Hunter. This is HP Builds, and welcome back to the channel. So this is day 2 of Octoberfast, and we are getting ready to run. So just like yesterday, we are running in the first run group, but we are doing a morning run, then an afternoon run. So with the rain that came through last night, a lot of people did not stick around for day. So we are only at like 70 drivers today, which means we get a lot more runs. So we're looking at possibly getting 4 or 5 in the morning and then 4 or 5 this afternoon. So Dad's working right now. I'm getting ready to race. Then we're gonna flip. I'm gonna work with him. He's gonna race. Then we're gonna go to lunch. Then we're gonna do it all over again. We do have some more rain coming in. So last night, as you can see around me, the track is soaked, but it's drying up right now. So hopefully by the time we get to our last run, the track will be a little drier. Maybe we can get some grip, get a decent time. Same thing for Dad. And then at like 11 o'clock, it's supposed to come a downpour again for like 30 minutes. So hopefully that's in our lunch break. But we're gonna get out there, we're gonna go get set up in grid, and we're gonna go try to put the best time we can down this morning, because if it keeps raining this afternoon, I wanna make sure I have a good time today. So let's go get it. So guys, I come up here to grid, and Dad was parked literally right here up against the building, and he had my helmet from where I rode with him yesterday, and he had my tire pressure gauge. So I just pulled up here thinking, I'll grab it out of Dad's car. And I turn around, his car's gone. So they told him he had to move his car, which makes sense. He's right in front of the brake box. But he took his car all the way down to his corner station up by the guardrail. So Ashley had to jump in the truck and go all the way back around, because she was parked back here, just to go get my helmet. And they're taking first car off, and we're car number 4. So hopefully Ashley gets here in a hurry with my helmet. Way to go, Dad. Way to go, Dad. He's having fun. That's all that matters. So guys, as usual, it's gonna be a first, the first run's gonna be slow, but it's gonna be even slower in the rain. So it's gonna be slick. Let's go have some fun. Get to know what my time is. It ain't ready yet. Wasn't bad. Definitely slick. Hopefully it starts drying up. I'll let you guys know in a second what that time was. All right, well, it's been a while, but we got Ashley in the passenger seat. I don't know if you can see her, but because we got her in the car and got her strapped in, we didn't even pull up live timing to see what that first run was. I know it doesn't really matter because it was all over the place. It was slippery. So round 2, here we go. A DNF. We slid right off the track, caught a couple cones. Looks like they're both under the car, so DNF that run. All right guys, so we just got note we've got another line of storms coming through right around lunch, so they're going ahead and running 3 runs this morning for this run group, 3 runs for the next run group, and then going to have lunch while it's a torrential downpour, and then come back, see what we have. More than likely, it looks like we're gonna get 3 this afternoon as well. So Ashley jumped out of the car because we are in 2nd place right now, even with a DNF, which means our first run has us in 2nd place. So as long as I do better than that, maybe I can get into 1st this morning, and hopefully we get dry this afternoon and could even get further away from 2nd place. So we'll see. It's not what I would call dry, but it is definitely drier than it was. So fingers crossed, no DNFs. That was a 41.08.
At 41.080, he's now in 1st place in Cam C.
There we go.
Yeah, got some work there, Dylan.
All right. So guys, little backstory here of the guy that's fighting me right now for 1st place. It's Dylan Barnes. So back in the day, a few years ago, him and his dad ran a Miata. And he was 16 at the time, and he was beating his dad pretty consistently. And then now his dad has gotten into a Z06, and he has gotten into a Mach 1 SN95. And the kid can drive. I mean, clearly he come out here in some all season not so good tires for this, and come out here and is fighting me for 1st place in the wet. So I hope I win, but I am definitely proud to see a kid like him come out here, have fun at every event. To my knowledge, he hasn't missed an event since he was 16 years old. So that says something about it. So good for you, Dylan. Glad you're competing with me. Let's get in a dry season and see what we got. Well, we survived the rain of lunch. It did in fact come a downpour, but right now we are headed up to do our last 3 runs, and I'll be honest with you, we're not gonna get any faster because it is more wet now than it was earlier. But we're out here to have fun, do a little slipping and sliding, because these tires, this is their last event of the year. So 3 more runs of me, then 3 more runs for Dad, and then we are done. But I do think that I have 1st place right now. Dylan, he actually ran his second session of 3 in the 2nd run group. That way he could actually get out of here and get to work. So I didn't even look to see if he placed 1st or not. I highly doubt it, because it was really, really wet, as you could tell when Dad was running. But yeah, 3 more runs, and then this car's done, then 3 more runs, and then Dad's done. So let's go get it. 11. Not bad for a first run. All right, guys, so I just got word that the 41.0 I had from the first run session was actually the best so far. So Dylan left with a best time of 42.3. So we have solidified another first place win today, even in the wet. So we've got 2 more runs to just play around. So let's go have some fun. Well, right out of the hole, got me a nice DNF. All right, guys, so I guess I missed it. The first corner station that I come up to and the second didn't blow the red flag, but I guess they already had it out on the 3rd and 4th corner station. So they walked up to me as soon as I parked and like, you get a rerun. Okay, I'll take a free run, I guess. I mean, that was definitely a DNF, not because of their fault, but yeah, I mean, one more run, I guess. So we're not gonna do what we just did, and maybe we'll actually get a decent time this time. That definitely is not the best because we had a 41.0. So one more run. Well, things just keep getting better. So they just came over the bike. Logan has decided instead of 3 runs, we are going to be getting 4 runs. So yeah, more runs for Dad. It's obviously drying up. We just pulled up the radar. There is not a rain cloud in sight for the rest of the day. So things are getting better. And man, those wipers were rough right there, weren't they? Woo-wee, gotta get some new ones. But yeah, Dad's gonna get 4 runs on a drier than my track. So that'll be very fun because Dad really started getting after that car there towards the end. I was pretty proud of him. Another 41.03. That's twice in a row. All right. That was something else right there. This car, the tires are so shot, if you can't tell. They are just bouncing all across this. They're not liking it, but they're doing their job. That's all that matters. Last run. Let's see what we can make happen. It's getting drier, but it is definitely wet. There is no question about it. There's still rooster tails coming up, so it's got some wet spots, that's for sure. But one more run. Let's go fast. That's what I'm talking about. Definitely not the fastest out here, but that was good. That was a good run. Great way to end this race day. So now, let's go catch up with Dad, get 4 more runs for him, and call it a day.
Anthony Garcia